Hey guys, sorry I look a mess. I'm still battling with COVID, but I've been wanting to make this video for some time now. It's hard to talk about it because I've never talked about it with anyone besides my doctors and my boyfriend, but I wanted to make this video to bring awareness for my disorder and to hopefully help other people that don't realize what they're going through, what's going on, and that there are other people that are going through the same things. Alright, so I have Avoidant Personality Disorder, which basically is social anxiety, but way more pervasive. A person who has social anxiety might just be anxious in social situations and be real uncomfortable, but a person with avoidant personality disorder will just avoid social scenarios altogether. A person with avoidant personality disorder can be categorized as oversensitive or extremely shy, self-isolating. They have a poor self-image, very few friends, and they just really typically don't trust people. There's not a lot of research on the disorder yet. It's still fairly new to the psychology field, but they believe 2.4% of the United States is diagnosed with avoidant personality disorder, and that they're not sure, but they believe it's a combination of genetics and your environment that can cause the disorder. It is very debilitating. A lot of people with avoidant personality disorder struggle with drug abuse because with avoidant personality disorder, you have an overwhelming fear of rejection or embarrassment. So even though somebody with this disorder isolates themselves, fears social interaction, and just does not trust and is extremely shy, we still have a desire for these close relationships, which makes it even more difficult for us emotionally. But because these people, us people, want these relationships and don't want to be isolated, that's where the substance abuse stems from. Mostly it's alcohol abuse, because someone who has avoidant personality disorder is not the life of the party and will never be the center of attention or want to be. So alcohol is a way to let your guard down and let your true self come out. So a lot of people with avoidant personality disorder are alcoholics. AVPD stops me from going to family gatherings, going to the grocery store, applying for jobs, walking down the street, a lot of things. If there's a crowd of people there, if there's more than 2 people there, I don't want to be there. The disorder within itself is very crippling because, like I said, even though I want to self-isolate and I want to avoid these relationships, there's a deeper desire for the close relationships, but the fear is overwhelming. Also, people perceive, or I can perceive myself as lazy because the fear stops me from doing these things. And I know I'm not lazy, but it still takes a toll on your mental health. Like most personality disorders, AVPD does not have a cure. The only treatment you can get is cognitive therapy and anxiety and depression medication, because those usually go hand in hand, which I'm on both. It took so long for me to kind of pinpoint what was going on with myself, and doctors don't really know. I basically had to tell them what I had after I did all the research, because it's so unstudied. And I did as well struggle with substance abuse. It's been at least 5.5 years now that I've been off of hard drugs. I still self-medicate with marijuana, but for me that's not a drug, that's medication, because the difference it makes for me is night and day. And I couldn't imagine living without some sort of vice for this disorder. It's hard knowing you're struggling, but not knowing with what or how to get help. So my hope is that other people with this disorder may see this video and get some clarity like I did.